Yeah, it's the infamous Shao Shao. Last who said 1,000 mile journey begins with one step. We back with the anti-black pill content. And of course, the goal of this is to help young men who consider themselves incels, outcasts. I want to help prevent the next Elliot Rodger type because that's all the black pill is. It's like it leads men down into the Elliot Rodger rabbit hole. And we ain't on that bullshit. Fuck Elliot Rodger. I'm going to read this definition for you all. It's off the internet. Bear with me, I'm Chicago publicly educated, so when nigga don't know how to read that well, I'm just kidding how to read. Pessimism. A tendency to see the worst aspects of things or believe that the worst things will happen. A lack of hope or confidence in the future. That is the black pill philosophy in a nutshell. It teaches people pessimism. Yeah, teaches people sorry about that. The black pill teaches people pessimism. Pessimism is a very disgusting philosophy. It's like everything is always dour and sad, dour and sad. It's like, oh God. I feel like pessimism and nihilism is running rampant through our society. But I talked about fear and doubt. Now, fear and doubt are very much too big. Like they're the first two factors you're gonna face when growing from chump to champion. You're trying to go you're on the journey right now. This is no longer about the past. Like everything that happened in your past, you must learn to let that go. That is easier said than done. Everything is easier said than done. But on this journey, you want to go from chump. You want to remember that all that stuff in the past, you were a chump. But that's okay. Because you can become a champion. You can grow. You can always be better. And that's the goal of these videos, to help you be better. Because you know you want to be better. And it's okay. It's okay to admit, I want to be better. It's okay to admit that I want help. And I think that that's one thing that people should be able to do. Is like, yo, admit your problems out loud. And you shouldn't be judged for your problems. You should be helped. Now, fear and doubt is fear and doubt and the ways to overcome them. I see fear as this. It's like fear comes from fear comes from twofold. Well, fear inside and fear outside. Fear outside is basically what I'm going to refer to as the judgment of other people. What other people say and think about you is a very big deal. We often try to pretend we try to behave how we assume people want us to behave. Something that'll make us look good and sweet and nice in the best light. But that's a big mistake. We care too much what other people think about us because from a young age we've always been conditioned to think about that. And peer pressure is a motherfucker. Peer pressure is a real thing. We often fall for it. Peer pressure is strong because we're sitting up here like we care too much what this other person thinks. But the opposite, the way to overcome that is your willpower to you have to have willpower in yourself to say, hey, it doesn't matter what these other people say or think about me. It's what I think about me. What they say, what they think won't help me. I'm going to put it to you like my grandma said it best. You weren't put on this earth to be liked. It took me years to understand that. But she said, not everyone's going to like you. And so fucking what? Not everyone was made to like you. You're going to piss some people off. You're going to make some people feel off standards. You're going to make some people say, I can't stand that person. I don't like that person. That's okay. As long as you're not being a fucking asshole or being blatantly disrespectful, what have you done wrong? You're being you. You're being chill. If they don't like you, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Don't let, because someone doesn't like you, change how you act and behave. And, don't let how other people think of you change how you want to act and behave. Even if it's your parents, you can't let them dictate how you're going to behave. No one can dictate how you behave. You have to do that for you. You have to really, really, really develop I don't care what you all think about me. I'm doing what's best for me. Just don't be an asshole. Don't be a jerk. Just be a decent human being. It's not that hard. Now, here's the thing about doubt. Doubt is the other thing, but doubt is a bigger problem. Doubt is the fear that comes from inside. Doubt is what you tell yourself. Doubt is the thing that, the excuses you make. Doubt is very much a powerful tool that's going to prevent you from growing into your full potential. Now, doubt often starts because we listen to the opinions of others, and someone told us something we had a negative feeling or a negative effect. It comes from a lot of things, but It's what we tell ourselves in a moment that we're feeling down that tend to stick with us. You're not smart. You're not handsome. You're not tall. You're not this. You're not that. You can never be. You comparing yourself to other people as well. When you compete and compare, you give over control. Lao Tzu said this: it is only when we stop comparing and competing that everyone will respect you. You gotta stop comparing yourself to other people. You gotta not like this goes back into not caring what other people say and think. You have to be true to yourself. It's just like Ziggy said, got to be true to myself. I hope I have the right Marley on that one, but if you're doubting yourself, because like if you're doubting yourself, that means you're not using your confidence to its full ability. You have no reason to doubt yourself as a human being. You really don't. What good is doubting gonna do for you, really? Just really, what doubt is gonna do? What doubting will do is lead to your laziness. Doubting is gonna lead to you being lazy and making excuses for why you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Doubting is gonna make you say, procrastinate and say, I don't want to do it right now. I'll do it later. I could do it later. I could do it later. That's a bad thing. You have to be yourself motivated for yourself. You got to be driven like Dave Goggins. You got to be You have to want to be somebody. You have to want to be somebody to actually make a change, to actually make a growth. This is going to be a long process, a journey. But when you stop caring about what other people think about you, and when you start believing in yourself, really have faith, confidence. This is what it means to be yourself, to be authentic, to have some faith in yourself, to be confident in yourself, to know your abilities, to be the opposite of pessimistic. You got to know that there is going to be a good future. There are going to be good things happening for you. So what if things don't work out today? Tomorrow's a new day. You feel me? Sorry, it's going to look weird when this goes up because I keep pausing I had to cough. But anyway, you got to keep faith that tomorrow's going to be a new day. Yeah, you failed today, but were you going to let that failure carry you into tomorrow? You got to wake up with every day, I'm going to achieve something great. I'm going to do something great. I'm going to take another step towards my goals. That's what life's all about. Achieving your goals. Waking up, kicking ass, and taking names because you, deep down inside, you're a champion. You're not meant to sit back and cry, whine, and bitch and moan. If you really want to be, if you want to be the person that you see everywhere, you got to start, respecting yourself. I said that so wrong. If you, you want to be someone that, you want to be someone that you want to be like someone that you admire, you have to start, doing the things that are going to make you look in a mirror and say, damn, I really admire the fact that I'm going from zero to hero, from chump to champion. You can do it. Always remember that. Yo, remember what Ellot said, 1,000-mile journey begins with one single step. Stay up, guys.